Give me your eyes for just 1 second. Give me your eyes so I can see everything that I keep missing. Give me your love for humanity.
My name is Kevin Wallace, and I actually work for the municipality of Anchorage as a fire captain.
My name is Teresa Wallace, and I manage 2 dental clinics, one in Anchorage and one in Wasilla. Going to visit an orphanage in Puerto Vallarta. Kevin and I have visited there a couple times, and we're actually getting an opportunity to return in February.
Well, I've been there 2 times. Teresa was just there a couple months ago, so this will be 3rd time for me. So
I spend a lot of time in the kitchen, helping with the staff, and then I also spend a lot of time feeding the kids, playing with the kids, and just loving on them and showing them God's grace.
children just basically are just wanting loved. These are children that have come from some very bad circumstances. There's a lot of abuse. Like Teresa said, we just really like to give them a lot of love and support. And at the same time, we're hoping to really kind of just, reach out and show them, the love of Jesus and, and God Himself, what's there.
Whatever you're involved in, I think it's really important that you minister right here in our own town as well as afar.
When we come back from this trip, we just feel so blessed, for one, that we've had the opportunity to be able to go, on a trip like this. So we bring that back, and like I said, within my workplace, within the firehouse, I get a lot of interest from the crew as far as how the trip went, what we did, and I think a lot of them are expecting to hear about the beach and the warm weather, and immediately I'm like, that's great, but wait till you see the pictures of this little one that I really got attached to, and they start to get interested in it, and then at the same time we start to talk about why Teresa and I go, and for the love of Christ, that we're able to just bring the message to these children, and at the same time we get a lot of coworkers that are like, really, maybe I should do that when I go out to travel, is maybe I should find an orphanage or someplace that I can go work in or stop by and help. So it does make a difference.
This, I think God just pretty much reached out and opened up doors that we didn't know were even needing to be opened. They house up to, they're pretty maxed at 58 kids. The first couple times we've been there, they were maxed. They didn't really have any resources other than what was coming from people that would visit the orphanage. And from what we understand, this particular orphanage is more set up like a children's home. And so it's a nice, safe place for these children to come, to be loved and cared for. A few years ago, they were completely non-adoptable children. But that has opened up now, and some of the children are being adopted out. And I was super excited in November when I was there. I was like, where are all the kids that I knew from last time and the time before? And they said that they had opened up the adoption, and that really thrilled my heart, because I know that they're in loving families. I would have to say that my blessings from this church are God's grace. I've never felt anything greater than that, than when I come home from a mission of, not only humanitarian work, but also sharing the love of God. God blesses you in a way that I never experienced before. It's amazing.
When you realize that we actually are able to go into the kitchen area, we're able to go into the nursery, which most people we talk to there, they just get kind of the tour of the visit. God has put us into that facility. And when we come back and we sit back and we talk to friends, and like we said earlier, we talk to coworkers, we realize the blessings that we've been given, and just praise God that He's allowing us to do this work for Him, and in return we do get blessed, and that's just all we could really ask for in life. This kind of started as our vacation. We've been going to Mexico since the mid-late 80s. So what we started to do is we started to talk to some of the locals through some of the resort areas and hotels, and that's kind of where we started to make our connections, is obviously the people that live there.
In November was strictly, I was there doing God's work. As far as some of the other trips, yeah, we pretty much would do both. Spend a few days at the orphanage, some days at the beach, sightseeing. It just really depends. We fit it all in.
I think the opportunity's out there. You just got to research it, and I know online is probably a good place to start. I think the biggest thing is just take the opportunity when you travel or go to a different place. Like I say, even if it's in our own country, go and find out. There's definitely less fortunate people out there. God has certainly given Teresa and I the opportunity to do a lot of things in life, and it just takes sometimes it's that little giving back, and just showing His love and spreading His word, and doing it whenever you have the opportunity.
Reach out as much as you can in your own community. There's a lot of boys and girls clubs. There's all kinds of different things, big brothers, big sisters, different things that you can volunteer your time at. We do the Thanksgiving blessing here at our church, which is amazing. I'd encourage you, if you haven't been a part of that, to start there. And the clothing giveaway, I think that's a pretty important ministry here in our own church.